The festival of Passover is known more for matzah and Haggadahs than for fashion and pop culture. But on the third night of Passover here in New York City, fashionistas were hitting the dance floor, popping bottles of kosher wine, and celebrating the launch of a new fashion line and website called Semitic Swag.
We're trying to go after like Jewish designs, but that anybody would really dig. And the idea is like really kind of just stuff that's fresh, you know.
Erez Safar is the founder of Semitic Swag.
Not like a mezuzah or like some regular kippah or something. It's not like a place to go for like bar mitzvah gifts, you know what I mean? Unless you're trying to get something like really cool and hip.
Safar, or Diwan, the name he goes by as a musician, has been producing records for the past few years through his independent record label Shemspeed, fusing diverse sounds like hip-hop, dancehall, and Middle Eastern music.
I be so Semitic, 1-2 step when I move my pivot.
He has also branched out into apparel and started a minor controversy a couple of years ago when he started selling an Israeli version of the keffiyeh, a scarf that's come to be identified with Palestinian causes. However, Safar, whose mother's family comes from Yemen, says the designs are meant to show similarities between the cultures of the region, as opposed to being a political statement.
The controversy about the keffiyeh is, it's sort of been politicized, you know, in the last like 60 years or whatever, but the truth is the keffiyeh, you know, the majority of the Middle Eastern countries wear the keffiyeh, and not for any one purpose. It's really been like a sort of cultural, regional garb.
So Safar and his design team decided to keep at it, and with a series of new designs in tow, as well as a new website which he dubbed Semitic Swag, he and his friend, Avi Wordy, the owner of ECS Events, decided to throw a party to showcase the new apparel. They rented out space at the historic West Side Jewish Center in Manhattan's Garment District for the occasion.
So I said, look, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right. Let's get art, let's get fashion, let's get music, let's get drinks. It's Passover, people are looking for things to do.
The party featured live music and sponsors such as L'chaim Kosher Wine and Vodka and the newspaper The Jewish Daily Forward, as well as artists and vendors. And of course, the models took center stage, showing off a variety of Jewish-themed prints and patterns. For Safar and his team, who recently relocated to Los Angeles from New York, this event, as well as the clothing and music they produce, is part of a larger goal of using their Jewish roots to create culture that is relevant to a wider audience.
You know, working with people like Love and Matisyahu and, you know, these different artists that were sort of embodying Judaism in their messages and sort of these positive messages that came from a Jewish point of view, but it wasn't like klezmer music or, you know, like hardcore Jewish music that only Jews would feel connected to, you know? So it was really about like a universal sort of sound, message, branding, look, and things that just the world and the mainstream could be into.
The folks behind Semitic Swag hope that party attendees and their friends will help spread word about the clothing line, helping it expand beyond New York and LA. And at the end of the day, well, who doesn't love a good party? This is Ira Spitzer for JN1 in New York.